Jodie Comer's new drama, The End We Start From, is an exploration of motherhood in the midst of a climate crisis. In the film, the British actress plays Woman, a first-time mother who goes into labor while watching London get submerged by rain and floodwaters. The environmental disaster forces Woman, her partner R, and their newborn baby Zeb, the only fully named character in the movie, to flee the capital in search of shelter as the country starts descending into chaos around them. Comer said as she premiered the film in London on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think for me it was like, I always felt like I didn't really necessarily have like a maternal instinct, and then I felt like throughout this process I kind of found that within myself, which was really beautiful. You know, I'm realizing more and more now, like the roles that you choose kind of, you learn something from them, and that's definitely something I felt on this. And also I guess just, being the kind of, the lead in this film and being an exec and like being so supported by the production company and sharing my opinions, and that felt really validating, and I felt I learned a lot in that process as well. Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, another executive producer on the project, also makes a brief appearance. Adapted by Alice from Megan Hunter's 2017 novel of the same name, The End We Start From is directed by Mahalia Bello, who set out to depict the triumphs and tribulations of the first year of motherhood on screen.
And I found it one of the most beautiful periods of my life, but also probably the most traumatic. And I felt the most vulnerable and the most strong. All these kind of complex ideas, or kind of different ideas, were running through my feelings that I couldn't quite nail down. And it was really interesting in this film to look at that and explore that.
Yeah, well, everyone, when you say, we're working with a baby in every scene, people kind of like, oh God, grimace, because they know how kind of tough that can be. And it was at moments, but it was also really beautiful. Like some of my favourite moments are when you see the world through Zeb's eyes on the film. So yeah.
The babies brought a spontaneity that you could never ever plan, obviously, and I think there's something quite special about having a baby on set as well. So I think it's a mixed bag. I think it was difficult to shoot without doubt. This was a really difficult film to shoot, but I'm very proud of it for that. I think everybody really pitched in to make it come to life.
For Fry, who welcomed his first child shortly before the movie was shot, the experience hit close to home.
It was just, before I probably wouldn't have really understood much of it, but then because I had recently had a child, I was like, oh God, I get some of this. And it was good. It's a good script.
Along her journey for survival, Woman finds respite with R's parents, played by Mark Strong and Nina, and forms a close bond with another young mother, simply known as O.
I think the first thing that struck me was that it's a climate crisis story set in the Northern Hemisphere and in a city I live in, and it's about the people who don't necessarily think this will come to their doorstep. So I think slightly from a political perspective, although I've never quite understood why climate change has ever become politicized, I was interested in that.
Strong, whose wife Lisa Marshall is one of the producers of the film, was also closely involved in the project since its inception.
You have to make some choices when you turn a book into a film. It's written all first person, all in prose, all sort of stream of consciousness. The characters are letters rather than names. Quite tricky to bring that to fruition in a film. But I think they've done an incredible job with it. I think the spirit of the book is definitely in the film. And what's really amazing about it is it's all made by women, produced by, directed by, acted in. It's just. It's been a real joy, the fact that something this interesting and amazing has been made by all these very talented women.
The End We Start From is set to be released in cinemas in the United Kingdom and in Ireland on January 19.
Okay. And if we can then just have Jodie and Catherine, everybody else go there, we're going to get